You're a separate soul. You're not your mom. You're not your dad. You have the potential to be the kind of parent that you are capable of being. I was once you, like you. I was a wounded young woman who had no idea how I would come out of this wound bath that I was bathing in until I was fortunate to crack the code. Welcome back to Fireplace Time with Hani. If you don't know me, my name is Hani Twersky, and I help people release the past before they even start their parenting journey. While having a baby includes factoring in things like thinking about diapers and how much money it's going to cost, or sleepless nights and how much time you're going to need, what I find is that what carries a lot more weight in preparing for parenthood is the energy that you are going to transmit and carry to your child when you bring that child into your arm, into your sphere, into your life. When the child, of course, when the child is born, even though it's not visible or necessarily audible with your ears, I believe your child is going to pick up everything that you're going to transmit. They pick up the energy, especially very young children. They come from a place of pureness and they pick it up very, very sensitively. The thing is that there's way more chances that you will carry into your relationship with your child what you have picked up when you were a child, rather than you parenting from your good intentions. Of course, you want to have good intentions, but know that inevitably you will bring in the things that you experienced as a child if you haven't transformed those experiences. So it's something that's important to note before you have a child and to see what can I do to allow myself to come into this relationship with this new life, this new person who's going to be my child, and have it be something else and not bring along what I received when I was a child. So I think of it as I'll give you an analogy. I sometimes think of it in terms of if somebody's going to move into a new place and they're not going to want to bring in their old furniture. They're not going to bring along their torn wallpaper and stick it onto the walls in the new place, especially if they have money, right? If they can afford it, they're not going to bring in their old stuff. So if we can afford to do the work, we don't want to bring in the old stuff into our new family that we're creating. So this is about leaving everything behind. And the question is how? So I'm talking to you, specifically to you who are still single. I want to share with you three simple steps that I would recommend for you to look at as a very simple framework and how you can prepare for the kind of parenting that you want to bring into your relationship with your child. So the first thing that I would recommend for you is to build what I like to call a family dream catcher. What is a family dream catcher? It's like a blueprint. I believe that the magic is in the details. I know a lot of people say the devil is in the details, but this is not a devil, this is magic. And any manifestation theory or law of attraction will share with you that it's important to know the details. And if you know you want to have a family, but you don't know the details yet, then you are still blocking yourself from coming closer to that. Because creating a family dream catcher, creating a blueprint, creating a clear idea of what your family is going to be like from where you're standing right now will help you propel you towards it and will help it come and be attracted towards you. So it creates this magical gravity coming both ways. The aspects of your dream showing up in your life, and you also showing up in the places where you find it. So that's what I would really encourage you to block out time for it. It can take a weekend, it can take a couple of months. It doesn't matter. I think it's worth it for you, however you process things, to block out maybe a couple of hours or maybe an hour every weekend and do that gradually over weeks or months until you feel like, I really know what kind of family I want to build. And once you have that, the next step is you bring that into communication when seeking a partner. So you have the vision, you have the idea of what you want to build. Finding your correct partner, if that's the right word, or a fitting and aligned partner will be effortless because you will very easily be able to sort and find the kind of partner that will be an assistance or a partner with you in creating that dream family. So, there is a saying that when two people hold something heavy, it's not each of them carrying half the weight. It's actually, it becomes much, much lighter. It's like each of them is only carrying like a quarter of the weight. Because when two people carry something together, then there is magic happening and the weight becomes distributed in a way where it's easier for both, not only half as easy. So you want to bring in that kind of partner where you don't have to carry the weight of building that kind of family yourself. You will find a partner that will make it a lot easier, joyful, and fulfilling. And the third thing, of course, is faith. So once you know what you want, you let that vision go and trust faith to bring it into fruition. And that surrender to faith, I find to be super powerful. And I have found that to be true with my clients as well. I had one specific client who has found her dream for her family. She had everything clear and a deep, almost desperation for becoming a mother. And it was hard, it was painful. Once you know what you want it to happen today, not even tomorrow. And she took that dream and she did a ritual where she put that dream into this little basket and let it float in the water. And for her dream to find her. And of course, it took a little while, but she's finding those dreams, meeting her, and she's meeting those aspects in her dream. And if you want a little bit more support with that or camaraderie, you can join our free Skool community. I'll share the link in the descriptions below. And I look forward to meeting you and seeing where you're at in your journey. I look forward to seeing you in our next video.